Hi, welcome here. If you're someone who's looking to earn some extra cash while you study in college, this video is perfect for you. I am Devika. 2 years ago, I was also a broke student who wanted to earn. So I decided to change that and I started freelancing. So 1.5 years of freelancing, I know a bit of the industry, and today I'd like to share that with y'all and how you can get started immediately. I've had clients from all over the world and it's pretty easy. It's not as hard as you think it is. So we can just simply get started. So first tip, how do you begin? It's obvious, take a skill, right? If you don't know what your skill is, go to Internshala and they give you a list of skills that are required in the industry. You can pick one. For me, it was writing, because from all of the lists that they gave me, writing was the only skill that I could do. So I chose writing, but it could be anything. It could be editing for you if you know any softwares. It could be, according to the field you're in. And trust me that whatever I say in this video will work for you, the tips and hacks, no matter which industry you're from or which field job you're looking for. Once you pick a skill, ask your friends to give you some work or family to give you some work related to it, right? Pester people about it. For example, I wanted to write as a content writer. I asked my friends, can I write our Instagram captions? I asked my family, is there any writing work that you'll have? Even if it's as petty as writing a WhatsApp message in English, I did those kind of things. If you don't want to do all of this, you can simply go online and search for tasks. So what I did is I went on Google, I searched writing tasks, and I simply did them. So you need a little bit of practice on your skill before you get started. Otherwise, it does not make sense for anybody to hire you if you have absolutely no idea what to do. The third thing I would say is, of course, choosing platforms. The platforms which I highly recommend are Fiverr, Upwork, Internshala, and Freelancer. These are the platforms which I have used and made money on. So these are the ones I can guarantee. There are many more. Coming to the application. The application is one of the most important processes. Many people think it's not important and they say like,
I'm applying but I'm not getting in.
One of the biggest questions that is asked is, why
should you be hired?
I know how daunting it feels to answer that question, but here are some tips that help you write that answer. One, be very authentic, okay? Don't try to impress the recruiter, especially when you don't have any work experience. Tell what your plus points are, what your minus points are. That even though I don't have experience, I know what I can write. So that's what the recruiter wants to see, and probably because of that reason he hired me. The second thing is that I would always recommend that you provide some samples of your work to whichever job, internship, gig you're applying to. But if you don't have that, you can ask the recruiter to give you a task, basically. So what I did once was, it was an advertising agency and I didn't have any work experience in advertising, right? No, neither did I have any work experience in writing. So what I did is I asked them to give me a task that if I am not able to do this task by the evening, you cannot hire me. Right? And so I did that task and I was hired for that job. So this is something that you can negotiate. And the fifth one is the most controversial one. How much will you earn? So as a beginner, the chances are that you'll earn about 5 to 10k per month in the first month. But from the second month, it increases. It depending on your experience, depending upon the clients that you get. If you get Indian clients, pay will be a little less. But if you get clients from abroad, depending on the currency conversion, and then later on it will increase as your clients increase, as their needs increase, and that's kind of subjective. And I am not sure about the other industries, but I'm pretty sure the level of earning is almost the same, because in the first month, don't expect to earn a lot because it's your first working month, but that's how it will go. And then the upper bracket is limitless. You can earn even in lakhs. If you do not understand about the application process, and I know how difficult it is to write the application process, and what language to use, what vocabulary to use, what to write, what exactly to put in there, let me know in the comment section. I will get back to you. A few important notes before you get started. One is the legal part of it. So the reason I chose platforms is because they provide a legal protection to you as well as the client. Second one is testimonial. I cannot tell you enough how much testimonials are important in your freelancing business, because that is what gets you clients. I know the first one will be really difficult. After you have one testimonial, you just multiplies. So how to get your first client? I would say simply go for it. I know there are many people who say that they've set up gigs but they're not getting any responses. Like I said, then the problem is with your application process, right? You might not be presenting yourself well, you might not be positioning yourself well, right? If you're not getting any responses. So that's a problem with how you present yourself, not with the kind of skill you have. It is not because you don't have work experience, because trust me, all of us once did not have work experience. Most of the people tell me that they want to earn but they're not ready, they don't have work experience, and all of these things kind of hold us back, that meko aata nahi hai, I don't know how to do things, I don't know how to work. And trust me, nobody knows all of these things. You just begin, you have to start before you are ready. Just put faith in it. That's the advice that I would give anybody who's starting out in freelancing.